Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I'm here giving y'all a review of and a recap of Beyond the Gates. Yes, I know I'm very behind. I have been on it and then I stopped watching it for a little bit. Not because it's not good, not because it isn't good, it's that I just have other stuff going on. So I'm catching up. So it's from episode 16 to 27. I put question marks for a reason because I don't know what episode I was going to stop watching until this live came about. So I was able to get up to episode 27 and a little bit of the beginning of 28. So yes, I'm catching up. I'm gonna give you a review and I'm gonna stay behind the screen. If anybody come in, y'all start commenting with me, and I'll probably show my face. Other than that, it will be behind the screen to say, hey, how you doing? We play game. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, and tell me your thoughts about Beyond the Gate so far. It's keep in mind it's up to episode 27, so I didn't get past that yet. So if anything that happened past that, just please keep the spoilers to the minimum, so you don't spoil for anybody else who didn't watch it yet. But here it goes. Episode 16 all the way to 27. It's just going to be a lot of episodes. I'm just going to talk about it and just go through it. I ain't going to really go by episode because that's kind of like whack. So we're just going to straight talk about what happened from that set of episodes up to now and whatnot. Like I said, Beyond the Gates is a really good show. It's a really good show. So I am really appreciate the direction, the speed, the flow of the storylines. It's a soap. So yes, the storyline gonna be wild, gonna be a long time. That's what soap's supposed to be. It lasts a long time. Some might get wrapped up in this first season and then you get a new one happen. So it's like we gotta keep it flowing. And it's like a steady flow. I'm enjoying it. Some storylines I'm not really here for, like the Ashley and Derek storyline. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not really too enthused about that. So y'all probably won't get much of me talk about their scenes because it's just kind of like the same thing. They talk, they have reminiscent, they kiss. That's all they be doing. Talk, reminiscent, kiss. Talk, reminiscent, talk, kiss, and do this and this, that. I said, y'all scenes is whack. Can you give it variety? Something, spice it up. Spice up your life. Can give me get something? It is the same kind of things. It's like, and then his facial expressions, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, to be honest, I really don't care for Derek character. I'm sorry. It's pointless. In my opinion, it's pointless. And I don't know. And I also don't like how they try to Dalton, how they try to make Andre so falling over and fooling over Ashley. I know it's all the time before in the past, like he said, he had no yeah, he did like to have like flirtation back in the past, but he didn't care for her like that. He didn't care for her like that. But then all of a sudden she with someone now, he all up just want to settle down and catch feelings and be with her. Like, come on. And I said, why? Why? And beyond also, I really don't like the Danny and him fooling around. No, don't get me wrong. I know Danny needs her release and because she need to get over Bill. But to be honest with Andre, I think like they should give her somebody else that's not tied, connected to the family. And yes, technically, yes, they're not by blood, but still, it's still by marriage, and it's still like kind of weird and awkward, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I like the chemistry, but at the same time, I feel like that is your sister nephew law. Like it just doesn't matter. I don't care if do marriage or not. It still is kind of weird. So that's my things about some of the things. I really don't. I like it, but at the same time, because it's steamy. But at the same time, I don't like it. I wish they could have found her someone else. And yes, I do understand that she's grieving the process of losing the marriage with Bill because most of her life was with him. So it will take a while for her actually to really get over it, go over it, and move on. And at one point, she was. I don't care what nobody say. She was moving on. She told Haley that she was done and she's going to move forward. Until she got arrested by him, that her mind went back toward him and that she got over obsessed. Like if he never put that trick, I think we would have like she would have been gone and she would have been like doing whatever she wanted to do and move forward. But since he arrested her, she just felt like that he some glimmer of hope and back in her mind felt like he may still in love with Danny. Which is like I don't know. It is that, and then you know what? So we had the attempt with Andre. Like I said, Andre tried to. He had an attempt to kiss Ashley. She stopped him because this is after Derek's in the room and he got hurt from the attempt job that he saved a cat in the burning building, and he almost kissed Ashley after he showed the picture, the frame. He apologized. He said, "Don't do that again. You know, I'm with Derek. I can't be with you. I can't do it all something like that. So I don't know why you try to kiss me." And it's like, where he said, "Yeah," but it was. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like this. Him all of a sudden just have all these feelings for Ashley when she involved with someone else. And so, why you want to deal with a loose paper anyway? So, like, like, to be honest, I would have rather spice things up with Andre and Eva. But this whole thing with Eva and that's another storyline I don't really care for. That's Leslie, Sherry, Anna, whatever she want to call herself, and this Eva storyline. I'm not feeling it. It is what it is. It's like that storyline is like boring to me. I just exposed Ted. Yes, don't get me wrong. Ted is a freaking dusty behind for him to do that in the past and keep that a secret. And which I was saying that in the last review, I feel like he should have just straight up to unarm a person like Leslie and to tell the man up and tell Nicole what the hell happened. And let the chips fall as they may. That's the only way you can disarm her. That you giving her all this power by threatening her, telling her to stay away. You know the hell damn way she's not staying away because even if you throw money on, like the first time you gave her money, she still came back. No matter how many years later, she still came back with a grown daughter, adult daughter, or teenager. I don't know what age they're playing in this in this show. Maybe it's teenagers, but no, not a teenager. Like probably young adults, probably early 20s. It's like that, mid, probably in the 20s, and that's how you disarm it. Just tell the truth. They said, "This is a woman. Let me tell you the real truth about Sherry." And just let it be go. I know Nicole might be hurt. She probably would definitely be devastated and hurt about it. But I feel like it would be the lesson blow coming from you. Even though she probably still would leave you or whatever and be hurt and crying and be distraught and stuff like that. It may leave you behind. But I feel like it would be better coming from you than coming from a stranger that she knows a patient that almost trying to unlock herself, even though that was all a tactic to get close to her so she could be obsessed and know how the well-being of her is just stupid. I went on a tangent, but like I said, that's another storyline I really don't care for. So it is what it is. So Eva and Nicole talk. She wanted to find out what Sherry's at. So Eva said, "Okay, I'm gonna find it," even though we know that Sherry Leslie is Eva's mother and everything. Try to find out, try to get the details on that because she's just worried about her. Even though Nicole can't really treat her as a patient, but she referred her to other people. But she still wanted to know her well-being because at this time Nicole don't really know anything yet, which is surprising like that. She just taking it to Eva so quickly and nicely, which is like what it helped her life a little better. But the only person who's really on to Eva is Kat, but Kat has a kind of weird way of expressing it and be obsessing over it and not doing a really good job in exposing it. Like, girl, if you're gonna put a camera in the figure office, don't let the person see it. Like, I don't understand why the hell. Like, what was that for? Like, don't let her see it. And I listen when the figure bombs drop, Nicole and Ted wish they would have listened to the Cat. I wish they probably would listen to that. I wish they would back in mind that my daughter was right about this girl. And you know how much devastating hurt that will be? But listen, but I know it's coming up soon because they planning to use the anniversary dinner because there was no event coming up for Ted and Nicole. You think she's really Leslie's daughter? To be honest, it would be a great plot twist That would be a different plot twist. That would be a good plot twist. Oh yeah, I would come on camera because I was waiting for somebody to come on and talk with me. If nobody was gonna come on, I was gonna stay behind the screen. But I could come on camera. Yes. Hey, shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Yes, that would be a good plot twist. And to be honest, I like when somebody come in and communicate with me because it makes the thing better. Because it just be too easy. I just want something to be shooken. Oh, I wish Eva would just put a plug under her mother plans and probably tell Nicole and Ted that I'm your daughter and see what Ford's maze and disarm them and tell Nicole and Ted to be supplies because my mother's gonna try to do this in your print. Listen, because I think after the day that whole exposing them at the anniversary dinner, at the point I'll be like whack. It to me is whack. I don't know. In my opinion, unpopular opinion, it's just whack. Like I said, I don't really care for storyline. Y'all been following my review of Beyond the Gates. I told you just one of the storylines I really don't care for. And it's stupid. A side piece, want to have revenge on the person. No, don't get me wrong. Ted is definitely wrong for what he did. Had an affair, got her pregnant, and just throw money at her like it was no tomorrow and like it's all good. And just go about his life with his wife that he cheated on. And his 2 kids, and not thinking that he messed up this person. But at the same time, Leslie, you was a willing participant and knowing that he was married or whatnot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she probably did know that he was married and everything, but she just felt like she thought she could get the life that he got with Nicole, that she could be at. I said, go, you just delusional think that you was ever going to be the main chick. It's like, don't you read the books? It's this, listen, the story never changed. But somehow you lose side chicks all want to come around, act like you can change the game. Some of y'all may get lucky, but that's rare cases. But don't get too comfortable because it can happen to you too. But whatever. But I don't know because it's shifty with that figure DNA test with the daughter and everything. Because it's like maybe she could pick that with her and thinking that was somebody else, or it could be not be Ted's daughter. It's like it could be one of those two. But that's something. I can't. But Eva just played along, even though I feel like Eva is like realizing her mother is doing way too much. Now I didn't get past 27 yet, episode 27, but I know throughout this episode I have been seeing Eva's just like realized the mother is doing way too much. And I know she's realized that this plan is not a good plan. I know she wants to be involved with Nicole, but I don't think she really want to hurt Nicole. Because Nicole is innocent in this whole thing. Ted, yes, he probably had to hold responsible. But at the same time, she realized that Ted has been good to her. Even though deep back down inside, yes, he definitely denied and didn't want to be parts of Leslie when she was pregnant and try to get rid of it. But that right there could be a double thing with Eva. But I feel like Eva is like coming around and saying, Mom, you're doing way too much. And just calm down. Let me handle it. Do something differently. Do a different way. Why you to go this bang? But it's a soap. So the anniversary party, Leslie tried to tell Eva, like, listen, tell them, convince them to do this anniversary party, convince them to do this and this, that, and that's why I'm gonna use that to expose him. Which I was like, damn, to like expose your damn self and tell Nicole. You don't need because I don't want to see that. I mean, even though I don't care for it, I just don't want to see it because I was like, oh my God, Nicole will be so devastated. And what? But then again, we probably can see the eventual wrath of Nicole. I know that's right. But that will be something. So Danny walked with her drunk slumber, breaking into freaking Bill's house. And I said, Danny, this, you know what? I understand the stages of grief of marriage and everything. But at some point, I need the writers to give Danny a new love interest. And maybe let's see if Bill really is over her or not. That'd be a good plot twist. Maybe that would do for season 2 or whatever episode that later on or down the future they will try to do it. That would be good because it's like he said he loved Haley. It made life for these old baby though, because so young, vibrant thing, impractical or geriatric, like Danny said. Make you feel alive, make you feel happy. Child. Yeah. Makes you happy, make you feel youthful again, make you feel young, like he claiming to be. And I was like, doing all this, part of me feel like he could do the same thing to Haley like he did to Danny, which I feel like that shit could happen, so Haley could realize that you wasn't that their special girl. And she come around, like I said, it's jumping around up to 16 to 27. I'm jumping around. And she going around act like she didn't do anything wrong and feel like people just forget about what she did and just be good with her. I said, girl, what kind of planet are you living on? And the people in the country club is not rocking with you. It's not because Daddy told them to. It's because they deem that as unacceptable. You don't do stuff like that in the high elites country club area. You don't do that. It's frowned upon. With image is everything. That's what freaking Nina and freaking Verda is so freaking held strong and keeping this freaking Martin secret, which I don't know. I also understand. I don't really care for Martin. I said I don't care. Keep what's secret. Let it out. Drop him down a peg, a notch. Cause he do way too much of him damn self. I said, this secret better be something worth it for y'all to freaking strong arm your family. To hide other Bill's whims and whims or whatever. Because Bill is dangerous. Yes, Bill is dangerous. He got connects and stuff like that. But I said I want to know what is this freaking big secret. It better be something big. But if it's something whack and small, I will roast this whole shit. I roast it. I ain't gonna fight. I be having biggest eye roll. I said, boy, bye. Y'all doing all that for that. But whatever. But yes, I feel like she doing all this. She still in love with Bill, which is like I understand it's not gonna be easy. So I don't know. People like I wish to move on. I would say that, but I do feel like Danny needs something to focus on and move on from Bill. Because at the end of the day, I guess you have a big history with Bill, but fighting over that dusty behind is not all that. Let's do it all that. Find someone new, and let's see if Bill really is over you. Because sometimes they don't really want you to move forward. They say, "Oh yeah, to move on, they alive," but then you see you doing good and happy with a new man, then they will start coming back around. Nah, stay over there. Boop boop, stay over there. So, but she passed out on the floor, drunk out. She broke the freaking picture frame. She drunk the whole bottle of wine. So she woke up, realized, oh my gosh, I messed up while I'm here. And she called her best friend Pamela to come help her. So buy this, buy that, get this. Let's put everything back the way we found it and whatnot. She didn't know that Haley and Bill was coming home early because he had a case. I said, why you didn't come home because you had a case? Like, stay or whatever you at. To push them back. She turned off the cameras, doing the most. I said, oh gosh, they make a daddy this feel pitiful. And yes, she did it with Andre to take the sexual needs away. However, I still don't like this dynamic between Andre and Danny. It's good because it's got chemistry and it's sexy scenes. However, I just feel like it should be somebody else, a whole different person, a non-fine, sexy man that Danny can hop on and do something with. And that scene was just for as it may, but not Andre, because he's still kind of like family. It's like even with not technically by blood, it's through marriage, and it just see even though Danny they had that sense, but she's still calling him around because she got the itchy scratch. And I said, no, yes, get that scratch itch, but don't make anything more than that. And that's probably what it is just get your ass bombs. Ding, itch, scratched. And, Debbie got discharged. Ashley taking him home, whatever. All right, so Tyrell and Samantha coming home. Tyrell got some heat going on in school, and Samantha is helping him cover up what's happening. He's being weird. Teenagers, like, stuff happens in school and everything. You don't want your parents know because you think you can handle it, because you might be embarrassed. They know what happened. And basically, he did tell us what happens, like, stuff going on in school. And I think later on, he got hit in his eye, got punched and everything because he had some underwear on and somebody took a picture and they said the girl that he probably had a crush on and everything, and then the girl boyfriend saw the phone and then he think that he Terrell deliberately sent it to the girl, and so he got hit in the eye and everything. So he's lying to his parents, Smitty and Martin, about it. It's like he just a wheelie and fell off the bike and hit his face. I said, how do you hit your face? You just went forward like that? Like, what the hell happened? No way you hit a wheelie and then fell on the concrete and make that mark in your face like that. So I say, oh. So like that. So at first, but also Samantha and try to cover up and say, "Oh, this guy asked me on a date and everything." And Smitty and Martin had this no dating for Samantha right about it because I think she's 16. And I was like, at the end of the day, if you're gonna be strong arming them, they're gonna find a way to do it. So you might as well let them ease up and just talk them through it and supervise and let her date and everything, because you better do it in front of your face and have her do it behind your back. So it's like, okay, let's try to do another date. Let's see this guy. Maybe we need to revisit the talk of you dating. It's like that. Because at the end of the day, I say she get close to 18. She going to make her own consent. So you don't need job permission. Well, or in some states it'd be 17. So, it is what it is. And whatnot. Haiti want to get home quickly. So Bill arranged for a helicopter transport to the house. I said, oh, good. I guess it's great to have connects, right? So I got home. By the time they got home, Bill realized, he said, hold up, I could have sworn I turned this thing off. Like I put the alarm on. Why is off? He said, oh, maybe you thought you was safe. You didn't turn it on. I said, no, he turned that on. So she know the code, turned it on. Then Haley was going to get in the living room. She said, oh my gosh, what happened? And he said, what happened? She looked at the picture frame and realized it was a scratch on it. And she said, hold up, this was over here. I know I put it over here. And why is this that? And he got a whole glass frame, but it's a scratch in the picture frame. And I said, no, that's not what it was. It was not like that. And then the bottle, she saw the bottle and realized that the bottle had an inscription on it. And it was special. And the inscription's not there. So they realized that, yes, Danny was in the house. So Hanny would confront Danny, threaten her, say, you better watch your back, don't want to play with me, and this, that, because we can get a restraining order on you. And I said, oh, look at you, trying to get bigger balls. Hey, Auntie Mama, how you doing, boo? I started to watch Beyond the Gates this weekend. I had to get caught. Oh, yeah, it's really good. I started watching it since it started to come on. And I'm catching up now. So I'm reviewing episode 16 to 27. And I'm just going to summarize everything instead of Read all my notes. I got all, you see all these notes I took? So I'm just using as bullet points. And it's really good. I really enjoy it. It's really good. It's a good time show. I know it's mainly black cast, but they got sprinkled for other ethnic background groups in there. And it makes a good storyline. The progression is great. The storyline is what it is. It doesn't drag out for too long. I mean, so it's going to drag, but at the same time, I think the pace of the show has been really progressing. Like that, it's been really progressing. No, I haven't watched those two shows yet. I haven't watched those two shows yet. I heard people talk about Yellow Jackets. That's really good, but White Lotus, I never heard about it. Yeah, but yes, watch Beyond the Gates. But yeah, Haley threatened. They said, "Oh my gosh, yes, I'm gonna do this." And you then watch Restraining Order and everything. And I was saying, "Goodbye. Who are you threatening? You're not threatening at all." Don't get me wrong. Yes, breaking in my house was messed up. Danny should be doing all that. I said, "Come on, y'all making Danny do way too much." Yellow Jacket, White Lotus. Yeah, I'll probably just watch them. I won't review them. I wrote it down. And I said, "Girl, yes, breaking in the house was doing way too much. That was way too much for Danny. Hey, Empress Boo, that was way too much for Danny to be doing." I said, "Girl, I look, yeah, y'all make a Danny pitiful. Like I get it, y'all. It's very extreme behaviors. People react differently when it comes to loss of marriage, especially so abruptly like that, especially to a woman that you took in as a family and then it probably betrayed you and then flaunt you in your face in the same country club area, buy the house that you used to live in." It's just like everything is like, wow. Yes. Yeah, I ain't gonna review those shows. I'm just gonna watch it and watch it. But I probably would have watched it with somebody with me. Yes. Yes. It's been a while since my little thing is coming through. I'll be holding it down over here. So I said, I get it. I get it. Breaking the house was messed up. But I said, Haley, girl, you got some other thing you could threaten people, so like that. I said, yeah, breaking the entry is not good. But you think you gonna be respected like that, girl? Get out of here. Take what it is and be gone. And like I said, if Bill never arrested her in the first place, I don't think she would have been on this rampage or that. She was ready to let you go. But now being arrested kind of put her back in the mindset, and now she can't let go. She can't let go because she thinking that was a sign that he still want her. And maybe low key, he probably still, because he like this dance back and forth with Danny, because he could just let the shit go, like Haley told you to. I know that's right. You better make that kid. Blame, blame, bitches in there. So, yes. So she dropped her phone. I said, "Oh, you mad, girl? You mad? You mad? Oops." I said, "Oh, okay, girl, we get it. You get it. You want to have a payback, but we get it." But then they say, if you got no evidence, no case. No evidence, no case. So, did you got cameras? Because she turned that off. You got nothing else. You can't prove anything else unless you got fingerprints. Now, fingerprints could be a case, but they didn't think that far. So don't try her. So they left. But Danny looked like she was low key, like, oh my gosh, what the fuck I'm doing? I better stop. I better stop. Because not so much that she's worried about Hetty, but she know if her grandparents, no, her mother and father get a hold of the information, they probably would scold Danny about it. So she worried about her parents' reaction more so. But Bill was proud of Hetty. I said, "Oh, look at my wife standing up too." And I said, "Girl, your wife just sit her ass down." But whatever, she did what she had to do. I guess that was a good moment for her, but nobody really cared for her anyway. So that was looking like I was looking at the scene. I said, "Okay, girl, okay." So Ted was telling Nicole to stay away from Sherry. He was eavesdropping the situation. No, Eva was eavesdropping. She was telling Nicole to stay with Sherry. You too much. She get too close. You can't uh, be her psychiatrist and whatnot. And she knows she would have heard. She just wanted to know, make sure she okay. But Eva overheard all that and whatnot because at this point Eva is still working with her mom to get dirt and get close to him and do the plan. But at the same time, Eva, she started realizing her mom was doing too much, but at this point she's still in. And I think low key. Come on, commercial. I had C being over here. Get that money on. Yes, I'm gonna let YouTube do the balance. So so I was like, okay. That, like I said, I told you the Chevy storyline, I really don't rock with that. I don't care for that Chevy, Leslie, Eva and stuff. I said, granted. And I said, what if I happen if this get blown up? Y'all think y'all gonna get the life y'all asked for? No. Y'all not gonna get it. Especially when y'all gonna get hated. Especially the code, well respected. You y'all think y'all will ever get a good graces of the please? Hell to the no. Or Richardson's? No, you're not. Not messing with the code. So y'all think y'all really? They called it. When they first announced it, they did call it like a black soap opera because it was made an all black cast. But then they realized it was like, yeah, it's gonna be most of sprinkle of other people there. But the majority of the cast is black. But you can say black centered. But even though it's not an all black soap opera. At least the main leads are. Oh, what I was talking about? Yes. What I was talking about, y'all? Just that quick. Oh, with Nicole, do y'all really think you you gonna get a good grace with the family? Cat was already on you, Eva. So even though if it's true or not, Ted did that, and they gonna be upset when they pissed off with the dad and pissed off with the dad that makes up the family. Hey, Shani, how you doing? I'm good. Good. How you? I'm really well. I'm doing the review before I go to work tonight, and I had to give y'all Beyond the Gates review, catch up from episode 16 to 27. So the summarization of what happened so far. So how you doing? Have you watched Beyond the Gates? Are you enjoying it? So if it happens, it's like, do you ever think y'all will be in the good graces? Eva, do you think they will let you in like that? Know that Nicole befriended you and enjoyed you and liked you, and know that you misled her and lied to her. And not ever once you ever told her the truth. So you're gonna be hurt. So, and Leslie, you think you're gonna get the life that you wanted? No, they probably gonna arrest your ass or whatever they're gonna do. So I don't know what's going on. I don't think they're gonna arrest you for exposing, but at least they're gonna not deal with you like that either. You, your daughter, is not gonna be well respected, just like Haley is not gonna be well respected. For you to think this gonna happen, you gonna expose the family. Yeah, expose Ted misdeeds. But what results are you gonna get? Because I know Leslie want the life. But I said, girl, you think you exposing them is gonna get you that? I know your main goal is hurting Ted and also Nicole because he hurt you. But girl, that's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get. All right, I know that's right. Yes. That's all you'll get. So I get this whole revenge plot, but the revenge ain't gonna do much. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Martin. I don't like his character either. I don't like his character either. And I said, if I don't condone people cheating, but people do it anyway. So if you're gonna do it, I wish Smitty would find somebody else to hop on, and then see what kind of character Martin is, because Martin is so rude, disrespectful, entitled, not honest, and everything. And Smitty just taking it, adopting the traditional type of marriage, even though gay marriage is not a traditional marriage anyway. It's becoming a little bit normal, becoming more not normal, more accepted, but it's not a normal marriage, traditional marriage. But he want to adopt the heteronormative traditional marriage where he's working and many staying at home taking care of the kids like they're freaking teenagers. They don't need to be their parents all in their asses. When you're a teenager, you don't want your parents on your behind anyway. Just, go somewhere else. I'm gonna take care of myself. You can go ahead, daddy, go somewhere else. A black kid, yes, doing too much. Telling people what they need to do. Telling Smitty that I said Smitty, and I'm glad Smitty is sticking up for himself. And they said, listen, man, you're not gonna be strong on with me. Like you gonna tell the guy, because Smitty want to get back to work. He said, listen, kids is grown, they teenagers, they about to be out the house soon. It's like they don't need me. They're not babies in diapers that I need to be caring, doting on them like that. They don't want us around. So I need to get back. Like, this is my dream. I never said I was gonna get away with it. I did agree in the beginning to be, but I never said I was gonna do away my career. And he kind of like felt like, no, I want to go back. And journalism was his thing. He was doing journalism. He said that's his passion. So he got an offer, and he was interested in doing it. And then Martin gonna tell the guy, he said, "Oh, Smith is not interested. He's gonna time for it." I said, "How you gonna talk to him about it and make a decision on him and then even talk to him about it?" Exactly. He act like the Stepford housewife. Like, boy, get the F out of here with all that bull crap. You think I'm gonna have, like, don't get me wrong. It'd be nice to have somebody who got money and stuff like that, but no, I'm not gonna go be stay at home husband. Like, I don't even cook like that anyway. I don't like cooking like that. You think I'll be cook? I can clean. I cook every now and then, but you think I'll be a house person? I'm not gonna be a housewife or house husband. I can't be like that. I like to work too. No, they adopted the kids when they was young. No, they adopted the kids when they were young. They said they adopted them when they were young. They was babies, now they're teenagers. No, he notices their kids. No, they adopted them when they was young, but now they are teenagers. So I was like, ooh, child. So the priests have a breakfast and they do their normal reminiscent stories about what they happened, what they growing up, and how they met, and all that. So that's It's nice that them telling stories every now and again. They love to hear it. And congrats, that's great. So so Danny is excited about this day. At this point, Chelsea have not told Danny, her mother, that she don't want to do modeling anymore. She's scared of her mother reaction. I said, don't know about what you want to do. Do what you got to do, and live your life, girl. Your mom be okay. But at the same time, your mom is obsessed because Bill took a snatch thing off to her. Now she feel like if I do this, I might snatch this on my mom and I go devastate and hurt her. I said, but at the same time, y'all be like emotional sponges for your mom, and it's like at this point, your mom had to realize she's a mom and realize she got to deal with her own things and not control and not be there, take over in your momature in your life, and just do you. Because at one point, Danny wanted to do it, but even though her mom, Anita, was giving her a handful, but she still did what she had to do, and then she gave it up to freaking Bill with Bill. So it's your turn, Chelsea. So she's having a hard time. She talked to her grandma, Anita, about it, and she said, "Listen, designs, do what you got to do. It's your passion." I mean, your mom came to me about it. I gave her hell, but at some point, I realized that's what she wanted to do. You go strong, strength. It's your passion. You got to strong want to do it. So all the coverage. Her and Kat is in business together. Kat doing the business side while Chelsea's the most of the creative side, and she finally got the coverage. Danny was having this whole fashion show. She got this dress that was going to get delivered. It was like it's hard to get this dress. So she was able to secure the dress that Chelsea could possibly wear. And then she also was given the sponsorships for from Emily Magazine, whatever, to do it. So she was really working on this and everything. But at this time, Chelsea not really feeling about it. She wanted to do it. She would give it up. So she finally told her mother that, and she was scared, so she had to practice with Kat. But maybe don't approach it as you just want to give a bottle. Maybe approach it if you tell her this, what you have been doing, how you prepare, what's happening, what's been going in your business, and what your plans and steps. Maybe your mom will understand that. And they say, do it that way. And now, at some point, Chelsea had to tell mom, hey, because Daddy had like a contract. I know that's right. Thank you, boo. Thank you. They had a contract. And she wanted to sign and said, this is my deal, the contract, this, that. And she said, I can't do it. She said, oh my gosh, what she told me? Danny pretended that she supported her daughter. I know she knows her daughter needs to be her own and do her own path and take a career. But Danny do in some way, shape, or form felt like Chelsea did her kind of same way, a similar fashion that Bill did her by trading her for something else. Even though Chelsea is doing for her own dreams, her passions, but she still kind of correlate the two and made it seem like it just pulled one under her blind. She felt like she kind of blindsided and whatnot. And I feel like, yes, the longer Chelsea waited, it should have been told early on. However, she needs to feel the courage to tell her what she necessary to tell her. So I think Danny low-key understands that her daughter needs to do this, but at the same time, she still feel like her obsession to do something to keep her mind off of the bottle or Bill is still obsessed over managing her daughter or something in some shape or form, because that was her passion. But even with the bags, she still trying to say, oh, this is this. I can do this. This is the idea of the bag, and this is going to run away. There's one final day. You wear the dress, you wear the bags. And Chelsea said, Ma, just stop. Just stop. Like, period. Just stop. Everything. So, we'll see. That's what I say. I just feel like they need to give Danny someone that she could focus on something else to move her forward. And that would be best. Because it's so darting over Bill and drinking your wife away and just sexing away and all that stuff. At some point, you're going to get tired of it as a viewer. As a viewer, to me, I'm going to get tired of it. Even though I understand the process, I would say no. Give her somebody that she can really focus on, and let's see if really Bill is over her, like y'all said, like he said he is. It's not like that she move over and just figure get about y'all. And then she did say she's done, but she's not fully done. But slowly, surely, she gonna start backing away, and we'll see how it goes. But then Bill will screw his ass up behind and bring her back forward. And I said, no, let it be. Oh yeah, they're dressed all black because of funeral, so I understand the black statement. But ciao. That would have. But then he made Bill made them at 10. That was another thing I didn't like. I said this whole freaking secret y'all keep it from Martin better be worth it. The fact that you're forced dating out of all people to attend the freaking wedding, and you think she was not gonna snap? That was stupid. Upstage the bride, yes, but don't give her no joy either. They said y'all was stupid. Force her like y'all doing all this strips and bounds because you scared of what Bill or might do. F Bill, but whatever. I mean, yes. So all it is, and it's crazy how Bill and Haley acting so freaking delusional that everybody should just get over it and just deal with it of their actions, knowing that their actions had consequence. Yes, she put a gun out your place, and yes, that's dating action, but this is all a ripple effect of what you have done. She put a gun in your place, she break in the house. All this stuff could have been avoided if you did not just play dating to the fiddle for Haley. And Haley, you supposed to be pretending and doing all this stuff and sleeping behind her back and sleeping on the family that took you in, her daughter, best friend, father. And you just think that everybody's just gonna forget about it. I believe so, but I want to know what he did and how he did it. Because if it's a normal liquid dick shit, I said whatever, just face the facts and get over it. Take that gun went off when someone tried to knock it out of her hand. It went off, but she still bought a gun. That's the point of it. She still bought a gun to fire on to the place. I think he ran somebody over with the car. Okay, that was big enough. I mean, get it. Yes, do something to get about. I feel like, listen, face the facts, own it. But y'all holding on and y'all covering it up for what? And they say so damaging it could destroy the whole family. So let's see how damaging it is that destroy the whole family. It better be so good. It better be so top shit, top tier thing. Even though it may not be top tier, but still, they do very much to hold on to Martin's secret for him to be acting the way he is. Fuck out! I want to pip slap his ass. I said, "Boy, get the fuck out of here! Come on, who the hell you think you are?" I never watched General Hospital, so I don't know who's quarterman is. They the black quarterman from General Hospital. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jacob have his partner named Malone. Malone looked like he's crooked. He's working with Joey. He's tied with Joey. Now, I don't know if the father is telling Jacob the truth about Joey being a CI and whatnot. I feel like that's a cop out excuse that he gave his son. Because I feel like the father should have lied to Jacob about that. But whatever, we're gonna hold on to the father, Elon, saying that Joey is actually a CI and they're trying to get down the crook. But I don't feel like that's not right. I don't feel like that's the truth. I feel like the guy is really crooked. They're a rich newspaper family or general hospital, and they will do something like that, paid to cover up a hit. Okay. I mean, yes, rich family, person in their family unalive someone. But who is the person that unalive? It got to be something good. Because this is like regular. Okay. I just feel like it needs to be something really extravagant for them to cover up something so devastating that it will hurt the whole family. Force dating them to attend a wedding because Bill's going to threaten them. Okay. I feel like stand up to it. If y'all will respect it. Yeah, we don't know that. I don't think they're going to reveal that to us. I just feel like the way how he acted, I feel like, boy, you acted very sick and entitled or mean and spirited for someone who's coming up nothing behind your freaking thing and think you can handle things. So that's what they say. They want they can get exposed. I said, it better be something. Let it be something. If it's nothing, if it's gonna be something simple, or whatever. Hey, J Boo. So Thomas is dating Kat, and Kat is finna Thomas. She told him that she's a virgin, and he's okay with that and whatnot. And they've been getting involved with each other. Kat told the grandparents and everything that she's dating Thomas, and he's part of the firm and whatnot. And yeah, we will see how it goes. I'm just saying that it better be something devastating and something very extravagant for them to be want to come up and try to risk everything off for Martin. For Martin. And he's not even likable. That's what I don't like. He's not likable. That could be something. Now that's is because Andre's parents did die in a plane crash. Or what that's what he said. So if he was responsible, then I understand something well devastating, something like that could be happening because it's tied into Andre's storyline. But I want to see. I want to see. Now I get past episode 27, y'all. So I don't know if they revealed it or not. But if that is, then that would make sense. Why they're coming up so damn hard. But then that would also messed up Andre because y'all know the truth and y'all didn't say anything. And Ted and Nicole took him in. Yes, he's okay with it because he likes Eva. Yeah, he like Eva. Eva try to flirt her behind. Eva know what she's doing. She know a cat likes Thomas and everything. Thomas and everything. And she flirting. That her little booty and all that stuff like that. Because she knows Cat likes him. So, Eva don't really care for Cat. Even though Cat is right about you. Oh yeah, we know Nicole is not his mother. You talk about Martin or Andre? Nicole not his mama? That would be gross. I'm glad life is better. Yeah, we doing well here. We holding it down. Taking it good, one day at a time. Let me see. Let me see. Because Bill gave. Oh yeah, no, Nicole is his auntie-in-law because he's Ted's nephew. But his parents died in a plane crash. That's what he said. And since then, Audrey been lost. And they took him in. Took him in and kind of like help him raise them. It's like that. They need a family. So the ladies, I call the ladies. It was 3 ladies that sued the firm and Bill, Bill's firm and Mike for harassment and hostile work environment. And because they got terminated because there was a report of some wrongdoing from Mike, who is Bill's partner in the firm. and they was getting retaliations for reporting some wrongdoings, and they got let go, and they've been harassed by the guy, and three of them, and they wanted to sue, so they asked Naomi to do so, even though Naomi is Bill's daughter, which she was very vocal about. Oh, the allergy is kicking strong. The spring season. It's always happening around the spring season. My eyes itchy. My eyes haven't been itchy lately, but the nose, baby, is there. It comes and goes. Comes and goes. It's always around the springtime. Always around the springtime. So they're gonna retaliate. They want to retaliate. They harassment, retaliation, fight for the firm, and that's all like a lawsuit worthy thing. So like Diary's kind of like she's on this like fence about it because she said it's something that would be helpful for her and it would be great to stand for what's right, but at the same time go against her father because her father loves to like to argue back and forth cases. And so what low key, I feel like Bill was like low key like happy his daughter is doing so, even though he's getting sued by his own daughter. He was low key happy about it. You can tell he was low key happy about it because he's like, "Oh my god, my daughter is going against me," even though he ain't gonna hold no back against her. But he's low key like, "Oh my god, everything I told her, she's using it, and she's not afraid, even though it could be some consequences." Like Nina Verna told Naomi, "Don't push too hard because he has a way." Yes, because other way he would, other way he would get done from Naomi because Naomi said, "You dead to me, you dead to me," and that's the only way he gets to know her because he feel like he could use that to build a bridge and connection back to his daughters, at least one of his daughter, by this because that was their love language. This is law. She looked up to him. He taught everything she knows. So, at a couple of talks with the ladies, they decided to take Naomi. Well, they wanted Naomi. Naomi took a couple of while. She talked to her husband. She talked to her grandparents, and they decided to go forward. Serve Bill. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you so with me," and everything. Now Thomas, Haley, and everybody was like, "Oh, you worry about everybody else on the firm and everything, all stuff like that." And here go Haley. She was like, "Oh well, I earned my paralegal." I said, "No, you did not, bitch." Yes, I said it. Because one of the girls supposed to get that spot, and she got terminated because she wanted to report it. So don't act like you got it because of your own merit. You got it because you were sleeping with Bill. Get out of here. Hey, when you got a delusional trick like that, think that she got it because she worked so hard. No, you worked your hard, but Bill, your back. Yes, I said that too. Yeah. Girl, I worked my hard back. No, you did. You will sleep with the boss, and you got that spot because the girl got terminated because she was a report of sexual harassment, and they retaliated against her, and she got let go, and then you got the paralegal. Don't act like you got it because you're old man. What the hell you do? I ain't see you don't working on any cases and doing the other line. Being, "Oh my God, they hate me at the country club, Bill. They hate me at the country club. I don't get a." She had to think of dinner. She trying to worry about. Hold up, server. Oh no, that's tomorrow. Housewives of Atlanta episode will be done tomorrow. Tomorrow and Court of the Act. So it will be tomorrow about 8 o'clock. You didn't miss it, but we will definitely talk about this episode because I got some things to say. Peach Juice is a dusty trick, and she always been like that. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if Britt Biscuit sit there and is dumb, and Angela is the only one I like so far. in this thing. Kelly is cool so far, but I would like feel like Kelly like that in this episode. But Angela's MVP in this episode. New York. I mean New York. And oh my God, she said yes. Can you serve the whole the service team kept ignoring her, and she just feeling so down. And she thinking the police. I said the police ain't looking at you. They were paying attention to you. They were talking to their own table with themselves. She asked, but we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Oh, all right. Oh, we close. Yeah. Um. Yeah, she was getting ignored, and she felt like they was put. I said no. They do that because they don't like what you did. Listen, when it comes to this country club, this high sedity people, they don't like scandals like that. Especially when it's a family they respected and you was part of hurting that family. Especially they love Danny and stuff like that. And the Duprees, you think you will get liked? No. So the Duprees don't even say nothing. Either what Danny's did, what they probably don't like what Danny did, but all that stuff, they understood it because they liked her and because she only doing this because y'all did this. Yes, they ain't gonna respect you. So you could sit there in the corner, try to wave everybody. It's like, girl, I don't know who she waving at because I ain't serving her. I know she just home back then. She ain't getting no service around here, so she better start waving because she ain't getting no service around here. She could come to country every freaking day, every night, and she will not get served by none of us. So she better start order out for Orpheus or whatever that restaurant else to offer at Orpheus, Orphans, whatever they call. Nightmares Orphans. Whatever the restaurant they like to go to, y'all. Y'all tell me in the comment sections. But she ain't getting served over here. And she go to Bill. Bill, they hate me at the country club. I said, that's all you doing, Haney. I ain't seen you taking no clients or no cases or even help in aspect. But you all worry about what Bill's doing this, Bill's doing that, hair that, sexing them up, all that stuff like that. Go to shopping. He be making you a housewife, and I said, no, you thought you want to work. So I want to see you work. What you doing? Other than coming to the office, getting updates from Caroline, see what Bill is doing. But yeah, you say you work hard to be a paralegal. I said, go ahead. Yeah, go to that club. That's the only time she could go get service at that restaurant or whatever that. But that country club, they ain't serving her. They ain't serving her. And at some point, she was like, "Oh my gosh, what is going on? I need help, Bill. I don't know. Maybe we should stop this." I said, "Oh, so you got an epiphany?" She said, "We got to be done because I can't handle this. It's too much going on and whatnot. It's a heat. I don't know how long I can take this heat." I said, "You're gonna be forever." And you always go get it again and again and again as long as you live here in this country club in this freaking Fairmont. So you always go get it. Yeah, for that job. You always go get it again and again and again at Fairmont. So yes, you might as well. You think it's gonna be easy slay? You think everybody's gonna forget what you did? No. And she bulldozed it and try to go after everybody and make it seem like they figure guilty for treating her bad. No, girl, get the fuck out of here. And if in one world that would be okay, even if they do let it go and they say, you know what, whatever, we ain't gonna be mad at her. We ain't gonna hate this girl. It is what it is. It's happened. They still ain't gonna forget. They ain't still ain't gonna forget. They gonna be cordial with you. They ain't gonna have to hate you and be mean to you anymore. But they ain't gonna really respect you. So you're not gonna give respect. Oh, they was definitely there. Total disrespect. I said, girl, you married to Bill, don't hold no weight. Even Bill can't do nothing for you. Bill had to freaking try to threaten people to do right by you. And they still ain't working that much. So he can't do so much regarding what his actions doing. And you, girl, Haley. So this whole back and thing with Bill and Naomi, Bill thinking that Naomi was doing this because it's trying to get back. I said no. I feel like she's doing it because she really care about this ladies in this case. Even though some of the ladies might be different, feel like that she's doing this because of her own agenda. And a lot of us could be it, but I feel like most of them are the high compound is justice. Yes, tell her Haley gang gang over there down with Danny. Exactly. You know, up Haley, she is always going to be one forever. He gonna make people respect her. How? You can't make nobody respect her. You can't make nobody respect anyone when they did the actions does something that make them lose respect. They would never respect her. Even if they let it go, they're not gonna respect her at all. So you can't make that happen. She want peace. You're not gonna get no peace in Fairmont. And like I said, even though they do deserve peace, you know what? We ain't gonna be hating on the Haley. Well, that's what it is. But we never gonna respect her. So she would have done. She said she think the priest turned the service. I said no, the priest ain't do nothing. You did that all on your own. You did that on your own. If you never got with Bill and you never married Bill, you never hurt Danny, you would have been still got service. You would have lived the lifestyle because you was taken in by the family. You were taken in by the family. If you never did all that, you think you would not be getting this treatment service? No. Exactly. And I want to see that happens. I want to see it happen. And I want to see what you're gonna do. Because I said, oh, girl, you thought you had it. You thought you was perfect. You thought you was Alicia Keys. Oh, did I say it? Yes, I said it. And that's the only way occasions that works. You know what? Yeah, beat me, y'all. Mizzle said it. Mizzle said it. But you not her, so we got Danny drinking. Yeah, he was. He was always a cheater. That's why I said, Danny, girl, why the fuck are you always act like you love this man so damn much? Am I lying? Chill. You funny. She thought, chill. Hello, James. Thank you, boo. She thought she was somebody. Daddy drinking herself to death. She passing her old floor. I said, Daddy, stop, drop the bottle. Just drop the bottle, girl. It's looking pitiful. You want to see some hymns? Let's see some hymns for Andre saw her. Yeah, she's gonna sit around thinking her young Poon gonna change him. No girl is gonna be a younger P after you. Exactly. 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 So Audrey told Nicole, listen, I say, yeah, you are my business. Let me tell you about your sister. But Nicole told Audrey, said, listen, let that go with Ashley. I said, yes, let that go with Ashley, because I don't know why the hell you so gun ho about the loosely paper chick. Why are you so gun ho about this loosely paper chick? What is about Ashley that make Andre so gun ho about this lady? Like he just like ready to fall off. He never been a lazy man. He never been like a relationship person. Now all of a sudden he want to be all relationship man with Ashley. Hell to the no. And so why I gotta be Ashley? I better you do with Eva. That would be better. It may Eva pop some sense to her so she stand up against her mother. So everybody worried about what's going on. So Tomas disappointed me because Kat and Tomas having conversations and a little bit more conversation about her virginity and all that stuff like that because she's thinking about like she liked Tomas. And I said, don't do it with Tomas. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. No, yes. Don't get me wrong. We understand it if this is true. Yes, I understand why RJK would get with Eva because that would be his cousin if it comes out that Ted is Eva's father. Yes, that's the storyline Les is giving us. That Eva is Ted's daughter, but I can't trust honestly. She might doctor that figure of DNA results. I can't trust her. We get somebody a respectable source to DNA test that figure Eva and Ted and see if it's true or not. If I was right, I would have made that happen. Eva and Ted. However, on Audrey, not Eva and Ted, Audrey and Ted, Eva. Or Audrey with somebody else, but not Ashley. They don't want Audrey to tell nobody in the family. There they go. Because Audrey saying, listen, I can't tell nobody anyway because I don't want them knowing that me, you school either. Because I said that'd be like, that's like taboo. Even though technically it's not wrong, but I'll feel type of way about it. It's like when you get close to a family member, even though you're not my blood, you became family. It'd be weird if you do mess with each other. It's like, ooh, ooh. That's what I said earlier. That's what I said earlier. Even if you do successfully win over the player, and I think it's going to happen because I saw some previews that it did happen, and Nicole is crying and Martin pushed Dad. I think that the reveal will happen soon. But I said, even if you do get that, what would you think is going to happen? You think they're going to take you in? You're going to take Eva's in? No, they're not. Because they realized that Eva had been lying too. Even though she been tending to be this great assistant, the girl been blinded, Cat been right all along. And Nicole was like, I wish I listened to my daughter. Even though her daughter had a nasty way to explain herself and be all elitist with her response. However, what do y'all think? Y'all think gonna take you in? Eva, you're not gonna have no well welcoming for Martin or Eva. Now, Martin, I'm gonna say I'm gonna get the names all. Martin and Cat, not warm welcoming from them. Nicole ain't gonna trust you. Even though she might not hate you as much as her husband is, or hate her husband what he had done. And also hate herself for being blinded by thinking Sherry and not realize that Sherry was actually targeting her. It was a calculated target, and all that stuff like that, premeditated. So you're not gonna get nothing. So that whole fairy tale you think you're gonna be happy, bliss with the family, it's not gonna happen. The priest is not gonna welcome you. Just like that freaking hated Haley, they're gonna hate you too. Exactly. So she gonna wish she want to be more part of the family, or that figure destroyed. That's why I feel like Eva should just undercut her mother and just tell them herself. Like she wanted to tell Ted in private. I wish Eva, you don't have to wait for your mother. I think you should blow up your mother's operation and do it yourself. Whether let it just fall as it may. It may hurt them. They may not understand it, but they will probably respect you if you told them the truth. But if you do this way, having a plan the ceremony dinner, order for you to have your mother, knowing that your mother's gonna use that to expose thing, even though you conflicted, you still go along with it. So you're not gonna respect it either, girl. F you. And to be honest, low key, I like Eva because I feel like Eva is like she the one who got her mother taken away. She thinking that Leslie thinking the Ted did that. I said no, your old daughter did that because her daughter realized it, but at the same time, she said she promised her mother she'd do it. So yeah. For real. Especially you gonna hurt the co. Yeah, Danny is one thing, but the co, oh hell no, y'all not gonna get away. Y'all not getting away with that. I don't know. I don't know. Then we go back to work. Whatever, fuck you. Um, so Kat was upset that Eva got her dress. She came through, put the dress back and everything. She just a party. Nicole and Ted said yes, they like the idea of celebration, even though it's a setup. Eva talking about yes, they went along with it. So Leslie is so happy that it's happening. So she would go work on her plan to expose. So that's that. The whole Doug and Vanessa thing. Also, that's another storyline I really don't care for. Vanessa is doing her. She is freaking thinking, spreading her legs to Diego and everybody else. She has that carefree lifestyle because Doug is not now like that. Doug is having he having Vanessa thinking that he work in the hospital all day and night, with knowing that at nighttime he goes to the casino, giving away money, and he's in debt. And saying that he got this new machine that he's working on. They got to go do test trials, and they can use that to help unload some of his burden of the patients. And he said he worked in the hospital all day and night, and Nicole worked in the same hospital, just like Ted worked in the same hospital. And they barely don't see Doug like that. So I said, you don't barely see Nicole, really, really? And Vanessa and Nicole cool friends? Come on now. We know it's her, but nobody gonna recognize her because they don't know who Leslie is like that. And they really investigated and dig deep. They can find out, but they didn't even do that. They just took evil word for it, and just cause she go to house home store, that kind of Ted. Ooh, shit. I know he's the main doctor there. I know he talking to patients about. I don't know. I think he's the head doctor at that. I think it's still hospital. That shit he's saying what the. But I don't know what kind of. I forgot what type of doctor he is. Because the co-psychiatrist, Doug is a heart surgeon, cardiologist. You can say that. No, a heart surgeon. I forgot what Ted does. Now, I know what he does, but I forgot his title, exact title is. And I forgot. Y'all in the chat tell remind us exactly his title is. Oh, I can just Google it. We can see. So Eva's friend with Thomas. And so, hold this lawsuit going on, right? Bill tried to do his underhand tactic by talking to her clients without it. She was told the wrong time because that's a tactic he did. He delivered a tactic. He deliberately told Naomi the wrong time, or had an assistant tell Naomi the wrong time. That way he could talk to the clients and kind of like strong on them to kind of scare them to let it go. Naomi got there because she got a text by one of the ladies, and she got that in real quick. And so, hold on, what you gotta do? Intimidate them without turning the president? That is messed up, and that's like against the rules. So Thomas, because Haley and Thomas, everyone feel like, oh, what's going on? Because Haley thought she could take upon herself to go confront Naomi. I said, girl, you don't want that with Naomi. Girl, what the hell you think you're doing? We're gonna bankrupt you and all that veiled threat she doing. I said, girl, what the fuck? Who? I know Naomi said, who is this chick? And why is she thinking like she got it like that? I said, girl, your weight don't hold no power around here. First of all, Bill didn't even send you to go talk to Naomi in the first place. However, you go about thinking that you can talk to everybody in the cast and think they're going to figure be on your side or feel sorry for you or be threatened by you. Just because you collect the bill. And Bill dusted behind, go try to do everything he's power to get everybody to do stuff for you. Okay, bye. So all that's trying to go after Naomi and tell her what's up. Naomi said goodbye. So Thomas, sorry. Oh yeah, yes. He a surgeon, basic plastic surgeon. Yes, he does that. That's what it was. Yeah, I forgot. He made people feel beautiful. You know, plastic surgeon. Plastic reconstructs body parts after serious injury. Yes. Thank you. I forgot. Yeah, he does at the injuries they have. He does plastic reconstruction. So Thomas gonna try to get Kat because Kat thought she gonna come down and do more talk because Kat was like really feeling. She's like, I might want to give it up, but Chelsea said, "Listen, no, hold up, wait. You know what's the right time? Because you know Kat has like, what's the right time?" Or so she said, "Wait. You know what's the right time and the right man. Wait for that. Don't jump into conclusions. Don't jump so quickly." And he asked Kat, "Can you talk to your cousin Naomi to tell her you could drop the case and everything?" I said, I was like, boy, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I look at like, who is this scrub talking to me, trying to tell me to tell my cousin to drop the case? I don't even talk to him anymore. I said, oh, so you had all these ambitions and you're gonna try and use me to drop the case. You know how it is. Try to I said, no, you was raw. I mean he eventually apologized because he got his ass handed to him. But he said apologize. I was wrong. I should ask you like, do you forget me? She said yes. I said, well, so you so quick and easy. Girl, don't be quick like that. Don't be quick. That could work for it. It was so quick, yes. Yes. Because he had a little dream. And then how he apologized or how he should have stayed where he did. Whoop de whoop 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 whoop. And she said, how he just say yes. And then she got the text and she said yes. I was saying. So we know Kat played Campbell in the thing where she's like, that was it's like you put in a space that someone could find it, Kat. And then you had your phone. I said, did you got a portable charger? You wait for the thing your phone is dying, your phone is dying. At this point, this was even say, you know what, girl, game on. Because I was acting like I was being scared of you, but I ain't scared of you anymore. Come after me, girl, again. What's up? And then that was Kat said, oh, girl, I know she ain't come at me. Oh, no. Even said, listen, girl, game on. So if you want to come after me, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of you. I'm sick and tired of you. Even though, no, Eva, love a girl. But Kat said, okay, you know what? Yes, I'm a little bit too sexual. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. But baby, when the truth comes out, bitch, I'll say I know I was right about you. I know I was right about you. And now Eva got no leg up. She got no leg up. Because I said, oh, you try to do all this. Thinking like, oh, now the truth comes out. And you know the truth's going to come out. And I was, oh, you, I was right about you. And you think you're going to be in my family? You think I'm going to take you in as a sister? Hell to the no. So, Marcel looking quick because, at one point, Marcel and Jacob was in a car and they saw Joey. They changed the camera like a alleged clip. And Jacob was to do something about it. Marcel said no. So he told his father. Father said, "Listen, he got some things. He might could teach you something. Because sometimes you don't want to jump the gun and put your team in danger. But Jacob is like a wholesome kind of person. He got to do everything right by the book. But I said, Jacob, everything cannot be done right by the book. Sometimes you got to think outside the box and think that some things not always black and white. But Jacob is like that person. So he saw that Joey and Marcel exchanged money. He told his father. Father said Joey's a CI, which I don't believe that, but whatever. Y'all believe that Joey's a CI? I mean, it could be true. It could be a good plot twist, but I don't believe that. So Mike, we get a hold of Mike. I said, I don't know why Bill is strong on. Like I know, say he tried to protect his firm. Like I know he don't give a damn about Mike, so he don't care about that extra harassment because he's like Mike could get him. He doesn't like the other aspect of the lawsuit that could hurt the firm reputation and everything. So he try to protect that at all costs. But he know his freaking partner is very doing because he even acting in front of them. Do all these freaking sexual innuendos jokes that he think it was funny. I said none of that stuff is funny. That loosely people guy think he was all that with his jokes. I said, oh. And then he said something about head, and then Bill got upset. Don't you ever say that, going all hard about it. I said, oh, you mad? Oh, you mad? And Bill got pissed. Life didn't know that his wife. He said, no, hold up. You stepping the lines. I know future episodes, I know Bill hemmed up Mike. I didn't find out why. But I need people to try to say that he said something about that. I had find out what he said. So Vernon told Anita that Martin was the one for president. And Anita said, oh no, he's not. I know he's fucking lying. So they said they called Martin because Martin and Smitty was talking. That's what I said. Smitty's a good guy. Even though I said when I first watched Beyond the Gates that I don't like when they always tie as a gay character, a black character. They always want to make a loose paper and a black person together. Like, can we have black love? We have black gay people characters. Like, it's always that. Always that. We date each other. Why you can't show that? But now how I know Martin is, I said, oh no, anybody who will be here with Martin, I was just like, oh. Give me the next knuckle around here. I was really riding the next person. Oh, Martin would be bad. But I don't care. That's the only person I wish she should cheat it. Because I said, oh, Martin is whack. He a dusty fool. And will act like he's all that. And struggling with family. I said, boy. You having dreams. You can't even tell nobody what the dreams is. Or scanning it. Taking things. Telling people what they need to do. What they should be doing. So he got summoned by his grandparents. He said, we didn't ask you. We didn't ask you to come down. It's a demand. So he got down there, changed his clothes. He left his phone there. Smitty was gonna hand him his phone. That's what Smitty overheard about his president plans, even though Martin was upset that Smitty hold out that he was going to want to go back to work. So you do the same thing you got mad at Smitty about. Okay. So they said, no, you're not doing it. No, you gotta understand. They could dig up. They could, especially when you go to presidency. They will dig up, and that's not good look. And we want to keep all that under wraps. We want it's hard to get you stay in the Congress, but you could do a lot of other stuff. They be the president because the presidency it will definitely will dig up things, and then you on the spotlight. Then your kids be on the spotlight. Then everything will be happening. They just under scrutiny and whatnot. He said, "I can handle this. I can do this. I can do all that." I say, "You know what? I never did this very nice. I said, let Martin go." Because Martin told him, he said, "I'm doing this no matter what y'all say. Support me or not support me. This is going to happen. Go down." So bye. And it was like, ooh, child. I said, ooh, child. He told y'all. What you got to do about it, y'all? He told y'all. I said, ooh. That's when Smitty heard that Martin's going to be for presidency. I said, ooh. Smitty confronted him. It's like that. Now, there was a dinner table. It was so funny that Martin was so freaking nervous because, he saw the guy, Ethan, I think his name is. Evan. He told the guy, Evan, that Smitty was not interested in that job. And Evan came over and Martin was like, oh, exactly. Always have us with an interracial relationship, gay couple, and always, I could know. And that's it. That's how they talk. He said, "I apologize." So what's your reasons? You got to tell me why. Tell me why you had this to me. And he goes just on the rant about how he's scared and how this and all that stuff and the children. And all. I said, stop using your children as a way to hold Smitty alive. I said, you can't use that anymore, boy. You can't use that. And Smitty said, yeah, you can't use that. Boy, bye. I did my part. You still got to be around. Just because you're a congressman, I got to be the one staying home all the time. You're not around mostly. Boy, bye. Oh, yeah, I guess we probably say he could use the bill to get step ladder, but yeah, you was a cat to tell that he was dropped the rock. And I said, boy, you do your own work. So Nicole and Danny talk, we all know Danny got codependency. She's really dependent on Bill, and it's ridiculous. And it is ridiculous because I get tired of it too. So do something else. Get over it. We all know that Danny's not gonna get over it really soon. But we're gonna see how this happens. So I said, oh yeah, you get bold girl. Kat wanted to die with her parents because she wanted to expose Eva and got her freaking plan blown up because her phone died. Wanted to get home and she dropped the phone. Like if you're gonna have the phone as evidence, don't leave it with someone who can erase your stuff and find the camera. I said, Kat, you is dusty. Yes, I said it. Because I said, girl, if you're going to try to do all the exposure, you're doing it about the wrong way. You being obsessed and criticizing a lady, and you think you're going to get your parents to understand you. And then you're going to plant a bug, and she sees it, and you leave your phone there, and so she could delete the video. And now you look stupid to your parents because you was to show them, and it's like it's nothing there. That's when you say, you know what, I'm going to be stopped obsessing over Eva. Because I say, yes, you need to stop obsessing because, girl, Eva spoke up to you. Now you shook. And then secondly, like, girl, you got nothing else to say. What else? You can't keep going on with like this because they ain't going to believe you. So let Eva and Leslie expose the plan, and then you can have your last word. So Anna was talking about Anna. This is Sherry Leslie with a different wig. Trying to talk to Kat about being nice to Eva. I said, goodbye. Fuck your daughter. I was like, if I was a cat, I said, girl, I don't know who you are, but I'm not talking to you about no either. So get the fuck out my face. That won't be that bad. Me. But I said, get out my face. I didn't talk about Eva. I'm sorry. I know you be well, but I'm not talking about her to you. I'm not. That's what Ted talked to Anna outside and said, "What?" I said, "Listen, do you think the money gonna resolve anything? The money ain't worked the last time." So she said, "50K. He will get the money." I said, "Ted, you must be one dumb fool." And I said, "You know what? Ted is one of the guys who cheat on his wife, and then he would go on his wife and do all this dole over her. Like, go to me on. Some guys could really love their wife, but when you overly affectionate, overly kissing, he said, "Oh, you know, both women in the world," and do this, knowing that we know what he doing all this because he don't want to go to see he's a great husband. I mean, he could be one, but you still had to cheat on her, and you never told her like that. That's like, boy, bye. So you overly compensate and say, "Oh my God, because you on this and this, that, over flirtation, always this and all that," and the codes don't think nothing of it. They think that he just this great father and husband, knowing that he had a secret and he didn't tell you. So that overly affectionate he haven't given to the code, you can side eye that. Because when the man cheated, he does all that because he don't want you to start digging. He don't want you to start digging. And it's sad that we had to say that about Ted, but this is the storyline. This is the storyline. This is the story he created. If you would have told Nicole, like I said, like he listens to me, like he listens to me, yeah, and disarm the lady, then you get some heat. But at least it would have been from the figure Sherry Leslie Anna. So she said 50K. He said he gonna agree to it. I said, you think you be a dumb fool? You think that 50K is gonna let her go away? No, she gonna take that money and still expose you behind. And what? What you gotta say? What you gotta say? You know it's the truth. You know you did it. So Haley told Bill her client. Then that whole client thing that Bill is telling Haley about and what he's doing and all that stuff. I said, "Yeah, well, girl, but I don't care. You can tell Haley anything. She gonna believe you." So about the case and why he doing it. And so we all know Vanessa's trying to help Joey try to get the house for his mother, knowing that Ted dropped the ball to the code that he said his mother died last year. So that don't make sense. So what is Joey's angle going after Vanessa and try to get a house? So he can keep tabs on Doug or something. I like what's his angle is. He try to sleep with Vanessa. Now I know Vanessa starting to see that Joey's looking fine on wine, man. I said, "Oh, I don't see it." But according to that, Nicole said, "Don't you better focus on the prize and don't be focused on that like that." Because a girl, don't do that. It's dangerous. Those take that step in the next direction. Vanessa said, "I'm not doing that. Listen, I'd rather be boring and good and had an arrangement with Doug, even though we're not probably in love with each other, than go and step on the wild side with Joey." I said, "Girl, you better do that. Don't do it." So the cat Ted said, "Nicole, girl, you better never leave me." I said, "You better hope, even though we should have no, you better hope." So Andre stayed for a little job opportunity at the hospital of documentary and stories of the nurses and people at the places and everything and whatnot. He been voting Ashley. I said, rightfully so, vote the bitch. And then she said, "Why you voting me? Why you voting me inside?" Andre, like, "What's going on? Why you voting me, Andre?" Because, Ashley talked to her mother. And it's a friend. And they helped the baby or something like that. And then she started looking at the picture and the mom said, "Oh, child, my daughter might be in love." And I'm like, "Nah." But I said, "No, yes, she is." And whatnot. But she did say she misses him, and she said she would miss him still if he wasn't around because she was like she missed him because that's a friend and whatnot. And she loved that Dusty ass. I said I don't know why I love him because he's always got the weird ass face impressions. I said what kind of acting he's doing? I said what the hell is his face he doing all the time? So after Henny is doing all this extra stuff about whatnot, Bill trying to get a settlement to the ladies. He dropped the $1 million settlement, $1 million each. You get your jobs back, and you'll be head of the committee of the anti-harassment firm and check the policies. They all thought that was a really good job, but at the same time, they don't realize the other side of things. You still, if you drop it off from them, you still get respected. They can still strong arm you. People can still side eye you at the job. So all that perks you might be getting, you still gonna have some negativity, resistance at that job. And there's a stop a bill for firing you still. So it may be a good sentiment, but don't be fooled by that. So, she ripped up the thing and she told him that. Because one of the ladies asked him and said, are you doing this for us or are you doing it for you? And I don't know what the answer she gave them, but at one point they was like, all right, we're going to go along and not do this lawsuit. And not do the settlement. They're not going to do the settlement. But as she confronted Andre and said, why are you avoiding me? He said, nah. I said, you are avoiding me. Don't be weird about it. And they still having glances and holding each other's hand. I said, let it go. Let it go. Cut it off. Cut it off. Y'all know I don't like that, right? I'm not standing there at all. Cut it out. So Haiti told the Bill, said, listen, the country club is asking me out because they said they team Danny. He said, I'm going to make those. They said, no, do it. Haiti keep telling Bill to stop doing stuff, and he still do it. So I said, girl, he not listening to you. So you better start listening to everybody telling that Bill do what he wants to do, and and he tells you what to do. So you know what he did? He went to Daddy. I said, oh, Chad, after she told you do not go to Daddy, don't leave her alone. He went to Daddy. They drank. They reminisced about the book. And then, they kissed a little bit. When I don't care, Daddy initiated a lot. It doesn't matter. He kissed and whatnot. He didn't stop it automatically. He just went along with it. Then he stopped it. And he said, nah. She said, nah, you kissed me. He said, nah, I want this. How you come over here? He came over there because he wanted basically to get the deed for the house, the little property they have. And they were talking about the reminiscing about the summer vacation house they used to go to. So she gave him the deed and everything. They talked. And he asked for a favor. She said, did you come up and ask me? You never tell me what the hell you came and asked me for. He said, okay, they asked you to tell the people at the country club to be easy on Haley and respect them. And he said, I said, no, they didn't. She didn't tell them to do it in the first place. So why you just tell her to get her to tell them to ease up on Haley? No, they don't have to do that. And she said, what makes you think you do that? They do that because they don't like what she did. He said, yeah, tell you to tell them or something like that. She said, no, I ain't doing that. So she said at one point she thought they would get back. And he said, no, I love her. I love Haley. It's bad. I never let her go and all that stuff like that. And he said, so you gonna tell her that we kiss? He said, I'm honest to the fault. He said, you gonna tell her when we kiss? He said, no, he ain't honest to the fault because you ain't gonna tell her that. So Caroline told Haley about it. Figure Bill over there, she's questioning Bill, and Bill he told her that he went over to see Daddy. He got the house, but he told her that Daddy was crying tears. I said Daddy was not crying tears, and she said she gonna finally let it go. I said, oh, you think so? I wish you would. But we'll see. So she got Audrey over, and she said she need to get her lock, her box locked a couple of times, day and night. To forget about it. And whatnot. I said, ooh, child. So, I mean, the last thing I could say before we can do any wrap ups and any other stuff is that Nicole and Bill is in the office, and after she turned down the settlement, or the clients turned down the settlement, he was so good. He said, "What? Don't you hate me?" She said, "I don't hate you, Dad. It's like you did mess up for mom, but I don't hate you." He think that you do that, get back, and this was his delusion. He think that everybody's to get back at him and all that stuff like that. I said, first of all, ain't no get back. She doing this because she wants to do that. That's a lawsuit. Is for the right thing. You told her well. This is what it is. But now you're upset. I think it's a good back from you and all that extra stuff, and you get stressed out and let it be to the point that he said, you need to stop. And this is. I said, no, you calm down the anger, calm down. And then his head started. I said, oh, child, don't tell me you start getting it. Don't tell me you start getting it. Now he said his head started getting numb, and I said, oh. So now we went to call 911. And that's how episode 27 ended. I mean, I got started on episode 28. So I'm going to watch the rest of the episodes and give you another update. Probably do pre-recording. We'll see how that goes. But anything else that happened? No, not past this episode yet. That I missed throughout this whole group of episodes. 11 episodes. Like I said, it's really good. I wish that they do finally let it go with Bill. Just stop obsessing over him. Because at this point, it is getting ridiculous in obsession. And even though we understand what's happening because it's still an agreement process, but girl, you just hurt yourself because you know what he's doing. He's still married to the girl. So at this point, I think you need to move on, find somebody else, and then see how this goes. Haley, you just stop thinking that you want everybody to let go what you did and forget about it and just move on and accept the fact. I said, no, you don't have to accept shit. So you go around thinking about being delusional and thinking that you're not going to get any heat for anybody around there because you married the Bill. Oh, well, let Bill threaten everybody to respect you, girl. His thing ain't go nowhere. And you need to start realizing yourself. Start worrying about yourself. Do your thing. And call it a day. You had to move back over there. You didn't have to move to Fairmont. Welcome to Fairmont Quest after you got your freaking face locked. Boom! Bill gonna be Bill, but Bill act like he could do everything he wants. I said, I wish he get his match. I wish another threat keep him on his toes. It don't have to be his daughter to drop it down a notch. Have a leverage on Bill. Somebody had to get some leverage on Bill to make him scared that he could lose everything. Because the fact that everybody's so scared of him, he can hold the power. And Vernon and Anita said, we don't want him to the point that he want to pull the trigger. I said, well, y'all gave him that much power to do so y'all better start having something on him. Or weaken his power. If I was grandparents, I said, boy, you ever dare to talk to us like this, bitch? Or you try to do all this for you? Got another day coming. But you know, they're all about the image. But I say, you are not going to talk to us like that. Grandson or not. But I know Nicole is all in love, seen everything. But I said, Nicole, I think you need to start hearing to your daughter's warnings and things, and start researching and start thinking things and realize it. And I was telling to be a man and step up and say something, but we know it's not gonna happen. So I guess I'm looking forward to the big reveal and how she will reveal it. I hope Nicole would be and see the aftermath of it. I wish Andre let this thing Ashley goes. I wish they could do away with the Ashley and Derek storyline. They could get somebody else to waste their storyline. And yeah, Shanice the nosy nurse, she always gossiping about the things, always on that phone, but we maybe don't see her that much. And I said we need to see more of her. And Kat Thomas, I know she forgave her. We'll see how that goes. But I wish she needs to stop obsessing over trying to give him something. I said, no, let him, keep her at bay. He all can get a kiss in the mouth. That's all he get. And every now and then I make you like a finger, but that's all you. And that's all you're gonna get, boy. You get nothing else. I wish Eva put a plug on her mom plan, or start realizing she doesn't have a scapegoat for her mom. Because it's like, girl, at this get exposed, you're not gonna get that happen fairy tale you think you're gonna get. So you better start wishing something else. Put other plans in place about it. But that's it. I've been on the guest. I'll catch up with y'all. You might get another one this week. I'll probably pre-record it. And probably hopefully I catch up for the rest of the episodes. And this time after when I catch up, I won't be falling behind again. Like not at this degree. And so no, catch up with it. But yes, it's good, y'all. It's really good. I mean, I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the characters some. Some characters I don't enjoy. But I enjoy the storylines. Some storylines I don't care. Yeah, I know the storylines I don't like. But I'm enjoying the show overall. I am enjoying the show overall. So stay tuned for tomorrow for Real Housewives of Atlanta review and Court in the Act. One episodes. Because I will resume the Court in the Act reviews. And that's that. Oh, if y'all ain't on Netflix, y'all like Netflix, it's a show called Battle Camp. Netflix reality TV stars coming together to do a competition. I'm watching that right now. I'm not reviewing it, but I'm watching it. So if y'all want to watch something, it's on Netflix there. Oh, y'all never watched Minute Down Secret? Y'all should watch that on Netflix too. It's a competition show too. It's really good. I enjoyed it as well. And I said, I'm gonna look into the White Lotus and Yellow Jackets that Timon told me. They got Timon coming through. And DVD and Shani and Empress and Jane Off and everybody else who's watching in the bushes. Thank y'all for coming through. I get myself ready to get to work. And today my Friday. So I got the next 2 days on. Well, I did. If I haven't missed anything, put that in the comment section down below. Hit that like button. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.